Each lesson on the step side contains the following 5 steps. Step 1, the assessment. Step 2, the theory. Step 3, controlled and communicative exercises. Step 4, production task. And step 5, final review. Sounds like a lot? Not really. In fact, most lessons are organized this way. To clarify these steps, I will briefly show you the 5 steps using parts of a comparative and superlative lesson. In the first step, the assessment, the tutor discovers what the tutee knows about the topic. It is very short. Now watch the tutor assessing a tutee's knowledge about the comparative and superlative form.
What do you know about the comparative and superlative forms?
I'm not sure.
No problem, we'll work on that.
As you can see, step 1 is very brief, but important, as it informs the tutor about what the tutee needs to focus on during the theory. In step 2, the theory, the tutor prepares the tutee to be able to do exercises about the topic by reviewing rules that the tutee did not mention during the assessment. Watch.
Let's start with the comparative. Can you put this adjective here in the comparative form?
Yes. Marco is richer than Miguel.
Good. And the next one?
English.
In step 3, the controlled and communicative exercises, the tutee practices using the structure. So what is the difference between a controlled and a communicative exercise? Let's look at 2 examples, questions reviewing the comparative form. So the first, which is a fill-in-the-blank question, is an example of a controlled question. Why? Because it only has one correct answer, and in this case, it's busier than. The second question, are you busier than you were last year, is an example of a communicative question. Why? Because the answer will be a personal one. Asking communicative questions is very important because they provide the tutee with an opportunity to use the structure and have authentic conversations. Now, in step 4, the production task, the tutee applies what they learned doing an authentic task. For example, in the step-by-step lesson on the comparative and superlatives, you can play the game Connect 4. Watch.
My turn.
Yes.
What is your easiest class this semester? My easiest class is math because not sure.
Not sure. Is it because of your teacher?
Yeah, my teacher is very good and also I like math.
You can see that the production task requires the use of the target structure, but also a lot of other language. Finally, in step 5, the final review, the tutor goes over any new vocabulary learned during the lesson or any problem areas with the subject of the lesson. Don't worry if you find the 5-step lesson a little complicated. We will repeat these 5 steps many times throughout the training course. And when you are finally ready to give a tutee a lesson, you will find the 5-step lessons prepared for you, easy to follow. As well, most lessons are organized the same way. For example, let's look at a 5-step tennis lesson on the forehand.
Step 1. Assessment. First, the coach will assess your forehand technique to discover what you need to work on, which is step 1. Assessment. Step 2. Theory. Then, the coach will show you techniques to improve your forehand, which is step 2. Theory. Step 3. Controlled and communicative exercises. After, you will do some forehand drills, which is step 3, control and communicative exercises. Step 4, production task. Then you will play a game where you demonstrate what you learned, which is step 4, production task. Step 5, final review. And then, at the end of the game, the coach will tell you what you need to work on, which is step 5, final review.